Hey, 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 party people. It's Brandi and Cecily, and we're back with Blooming Through Faith, the podcast that helps you grow and bloom in your mindset, lifestyle, health, and wealth. We want you to know that you are capable, beautiful, and worthy. Okay, glow girls, it's time to talk about glowing up this summer because it's summertime, baby. And I don't know about you guys, but I love summertime and I live in Florida. Okay. So I like it hot. I love it in the 90s. I love the beach. I love the time off, right, with the kiddos. Well, I don't know. Troy's kind of driving me crazy right
I'm
now.
off with kids. Okay.
That is a bit crazy. But other than that, we love summer here at Blooming
Mhm.
Through Faith. Okay. And as the temperature rises, so does our desire to shine brighter, to step into our fullest potential, and to glow up in every aspect of our lives. That's why we're here to guide you on a journey of self discovery, empowerment, and transformation this summer. Okay, so join us as we explore strategies, we share stories, and dive deep into the art of glowing up during the sun soaked months ahead. Together, let's embrace the warmth of the season and show up as our best selves this summer and beyond. Ladies, are you ready to shine? All right, I'm going to pass it over to
Mhm.
Cecily, and she's going to go over our first tip to glow bright this summer.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I really love summer too. It makes you happier. You're brighter. You're tanner. Everybody's happier when they're more tan, right?
That's true.
Like, nobody likes to be pale and tired. So it's really, really important during the summer. We want you to just take this season and show up as your best selves, glow up to be your best selves. And so we're going to break it down. So the first thing that you should be focusing on is your lifestyle, like our big things, right? Our lifestyle, health, mindset, and wealth. Okay. So we really want to help you glow up in these areas. So, lifestyle. There's a couple of different things that you can focus on this summer that will really, really help to just kind of glow up your lifestyle for the summer, help you not feel so bogged down, help you shed some of that stress from the fall and winter and even maybe the spring months, right? So, the first thing you should be doing is decluttering. Okay. You need to declutter your space. I know we all think of like spring cleaning, but let's be honest, as women, we're really busy in the springtime. Like, we're coming off of the winter season. We're still in work mode. We're gearing up for all these things. If you have kids, they're towards the end of their school year. Like, it's just a crazy time. So a lot of us aren't doing like spring cleaning. We need to do a summer declutter. Okay. This can help you relieve stress and anxiety. It's going to help you improve your sleep. It even actually reduces like asthma and allergies. So you're just going to breathe better, right? It can help improve your concentration. It's just going to have a positive impact on your overall health. It's going to make you feel lighter going into the summer. Okay. So declutter your space, even if it's just like, maybe you have some decorations that you keep out during the fall and the winter and stuff. Declutter it. For some reason, when I go into the summer and I walk into my house and I see like extra like vases and wall deck, like it drives me nuts. I just want to clean. Like, I don't know why, but summer, I want a clean house. I want more space. Do it. Okay. Second tip for you in upgrading your lifestyle this summer is to break out the barbecue. Okay. You don't actually have to barbecue. That was just me being cute.
You
Okay.
will
You can
never
plan.
catch me actually
I
barbecuing
don't actually
or
know how to
using a
barbecue,
grill.
but but it's like, it's fun to say, break out the barbecue. Okay. I live in Texas. We eat a lot of barbecue. So plan activities with your family and your friends. Y'all, the year is a busy time, okay? You have fall sports, you have Christmas and Thanksgiving. In the springtime, you have spring things happening. Like, the summer is a season where you should be thinking of it as a season of rest, and you should be planning activities with friends and family you don't see all the time. Use it as an opportunity to strengthen those relationships, okay? Make the plans.
I love that. And I also want to say, mamas, like, you don't have to do it all. You don't have to
Mm-mm.
do it all. Your kids just want you with them, right? So when you're like, oh, should I go to this water park? I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to do
No.
all of that causes overstimulation and it's more work on us as parents.
Mhm.
Your kids are so cool with you sitting in the backyard and painting. Your kids are so cool with you going to the local park, having a picnic. You don't have to do things that, one, take a lot of time, effort, and two, cost money. Your babies
Mhm.
just want that time with you, right? So just
Yeah.
remember that, because I know sometimes it's hard because we want to be the best moms, we want to be the Pinterest moms, and we want to do this and we want to do that. And at the end of the day, your babies just want to spend time with you. So just showing up and doing those things this summer together, but also be mindful of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't do things that are going to be too much on you to make your babies happy.
Yeah, that's a really good one too. And that's actually kind of the next point that I'm going to get into. But even just on that, the moms that you see on Instagram that are posting all these like things to do locally that are a lot of work, y'all, they get paid to do that. Okay. That is their field on Instagram. They are influencers. Those places have paid them to promote their places. Not that they don't go there probably, but I guarantee you their life is less attractive as it looks on that like 25-second reel that you watched of them going to 29 places on a Tuesday afternoon. Okay, you don't have to do all that.
Well, let's just be honest. Going to the water park with kids is hard. It is hard.
It's adulting.
It is adulting. Okay, we do it for our kids, but it is hard. By the end of the day, mama's ready for a glass of Prosecco and like to put her feet up because it is hard.
Yeah. Summer should be slower. And that's kind of our whole like point of this episode is like, how are we going to slow down summer and give yourself a chance to really like glow from the inside out? When you're super busy and super stressed and doing all these things, you're not glowing. Maybe you're sweating, but you're not glowing.
Maybe you're glistening.
Maybe you're glistening. Okay. Listen, the next part of this lifestyle is focus on the present. Brandi just said it. Focus on the present. She didn't even know that's what I was going to say next either. Don't spend your whole summer stressing out about what's coming up next school year or what's coming up with work or what's coming up in this next season. Summer should be a time of rest. And we're going to really talk about that in a little bit when we talk about like mindset, glowing up your mindset for the summer. So I'm not going to jump too much into it, but the next tip for you as far as lifestyle goes is making your space a place you love. I talked about this a little bit in decluttering, but this deserves a point of its own because your home should be a place that fills you with happiness during the summer. Just like Brandi said, you're going to be home more. You should want to be home more. Think of it right now. If you had to stop and think, do I want to be home all day long with my family? Or just even if you don't have kids, if summer is just a season where you're going to be taking extra days off to like have some rest, is this a place that you want to be, or is it a place that stresses you out? If it's not a place that you love, it's time to change that. Take things out, put things in. It doesn't matter if it looks great to anyone else. If there is something that you love, I don't care if it's a neon sign, put it up in your house, okay? If there's a picture you love, if you see something at a store and you're like, that just makes me so joyful, put it up. Make it your home a place that fills you with happiness during the summer, okay? And the last thing I'm going to say as far as lifestyle goes is you really have to get yourself in this place of breaking up hustle culture. Hustle culture celebrates nervous system dysregulation, you guys. Okay. It wants us stressed out and amped up and going all the time. It reminds me of that movie from like the 90s, Crank. Have you ever seen that? It's basically some guy who's on a drug whose heart stops.
I was going to say, Crank sounds like a drug.
Yeah, it's a drug. But like his heart stops if he doesn't take it. And like, so he literally is running this whole movie and it's such a stress. Like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm going, oh, it's so stressful. But it's what hustle culture reminds me of is you are just running all the time. Okay. Summer should be a season where your lifestyle changes. Okay. You should normalize breaks, pausing so you can protect your peace, prioritizing rest and recovery. It is not lazy. Summer should be a different lifestyle than the other seasons. Does that make sense?
It does. I love that. And there's two things there that you said that kind of stuck out to me is like, okay, focus on the present. And this is a big one always, not just during the summer, but in life. Here's the deal. Anxiety comes when we're worried about the future, when we're fearful of the future and what could happen, or when we're reliving the past. Here's the deal. You can't ever change the past. The past is the past, y'all. You can remember some things, but like if it's going to cause you anxiety, let it freaking stay there. Now, the future, same thing, guys. Like if you're spending every single day worrying about, the next job or the next event or what you're going to do with your kids or sporting your stuff, you're not living in the present. You're not actually living life. Don't be fearful of the future. Be present and embrace. And the next thing what Cesley just talked about, like in your home, do you have a place that you go to in your home that is relaxing to you? Do you have like a little cute backyard area where you read, maybe a hammock? Do you have a spot in your bedroom? Ooh. Do you have a spot in your living room? Do you have where's your safe space in your home? You deserve to have
Mhm.
a safe space with all of the things, like Cecily said, that light you up, that you love, that relax you. Like for me, water relaxes me. I have a fountain in my office. Okay. Um,
I love
I
that.
do. Yeah. Thanks to my therapist. She's like, you should probably let me
Water, yeah.
calm you. Right. So have a safe space in your home. And
Mhm.
this summer, make sure you're taking some time to go there. Okay. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about number 2. All right. So the first one that Cecily talked about was your lifestyle. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is your health. We are slowing down, baby. We have some time to really be mindful of our health and taking care of ourselves, right? So are you hydrating? Are you drinking enough water? I don't care. I'm going to be a broken record. If you do one thing for your health, make sure
Drink water.
you're hydrating. Right. Drink water, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It helps you from the inside out. Maybe some more citrus fruits. Okay. Fruits are abundant in macros, including sugar, fiber, potassium, calcium, all kinds of other things, B6, magnesium, all kinds of fun stuff. So it's summertime, baby. Get some more citrus fruit in your body. Water, fruits, cleaner cocktails. So, Cecily and I, we drink. We're not on here saying that. Listen, we're health and wellness coaches and we do. Yeah, we drink. So 70%
Yeah.
of the time we're fueling our body right. Listen, I get my gallon of water in every day,
Mhm.
but we're talking about maybe like during the summer, you're going to have some cocktails, maybe make better choices, right? So cocktails are normally have a ton of sugar, carbs. They leave you feeling bloated and tired and hungover. So maybe opt for fresh cocktails, making with like a little bit of fruit juice. Maybe you're using sparkling water. That's what I do. Tequila, sparkling water, a little bit of
Mhm.
fruit in there. It is like chef's kiss, or just Prosecco because it doesn't have that much sugar in it. Natural sweeteners, right? So you don't want to drink a bunch of pina coladas. You don't drink a bunch of pina.
Mhm.
It sounds like, oh, I'm on the beach and I'm relaxing with the No, you are going to hate yourself the next morning because all that sugar is going to
Yeah.
give you a hangover, and then you are going to gain unwanted pounds. Okay, so treat yourself right.
And just on that, can I say something? Like the summer is hot. Like we love summer, but it's hot. And the last thing you want to do is like have a couple drinks. Like if I drink just a full sugar pina colada or something like that, like a beachy drink like that, I feel so gross. And that is the opposite of the time you're trying to have. Like you're trying to like be out in the sunshine, loving life, and you drink a sugary drink and you immediately want to vomit and you feel bloated and gross. Like nobody likes to feel gross and hot.
No.
It's not a good time.
And if you do like treat yourself, if like you have a favorite drink, like for me, I like rum runners when I'm on the beach. There's so much sugar in them. There's so much alcohol in them too. One puts me on my booty, but like do one. Don't do
Yeah.
5 of them. Do one, right? So make the better choices like we're talking about, and then just do one. Don't deprive yourself ever. Okay, the last thing is foods, baby. How are you fueling your body? So opt in for foods that have serotonin and dopamine that can instantly boost your mood, like watermelon, pineapple, bananas, strawberries, olive oil, dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate is good.
Mhm. It's good for you.
Lean proteins like fish, chicken. Oh my gosh, shrimp is a good one for the summer.
Mhm.
They can instantly make you happier. So how are you fueling your body and making better choices?
Yes, I love that. And on that same note, like any food that makes me feel like lighter and happier is good. I like all of that. Less bloated, shiny in like a glowy way, not like sweaty. Like shiny in a good way.
100%. And I want to say
Yeah.
one more thing. I get this a lot too with coaching. He's like, oh, I don't like the taste of vegetables. Oh, I don't like spinach. Oh, I don't like fruit. So here's what's so crazy is everybody has different taste buds, right? So Cecily might be like, oh, I don't like the taste of this, but I love it. But your body starts to crave what
Mhm.
you feed it, babe. So like
Yeah.
if you're not used to vegetables, but you start eating vegetables, same thing with fruit. Your body's going to want it. Your body's going to start craving it. Same thing with sugar. If you're having cookies every night, having candy every night, and you're like, oh, I can't
Yep.
control myself. I'm having these cravings. It's because your body's used to it. So that's what a detox comes in. That's great. But when you start eating those good things, your body's going to start craving them. And then you're going to feel so much better.
Yeah. Yes. And I didn't even actually think about that in my notes, but like doing a summer detox, I'm getting ready to talk to you guys about supplements and vitamins. That is one that I want to 100% say, like if you're heading into the summer, now we are both fitness professionals. I'm a nutrition coach. We're both health coaches. We know a lot about vitamins, nutrition, training your body. And I will tell you, if someone is out there peddling some like lose 30 pounds in 30 days, like maybe don't do that every day of your life. But there is something to be said about learning about your gut health, especially heading into the summer when it's hotter outside. You're going to be in, I don't want to say this in a weird way, but like you're going to be in less clothing. It's hot. Like, you know, we don't want you to feel uncomfortable, right? Like the worst thing in the world is putting on a pair of pants and being like, oh, I feel so uncomfortable because I'm so bloated. Think about doing a gut health detox. So this is very different than like laxatives and all the kinds of stuff that they try to
Don't ever do
peddle you.
Just don't ever do laxative. That's
like,
just gonna mess up your
I
metabolism.
had a friend of mine who was like, yeah, I'm taking phentermine right now. I'm like, the speed? That's what that is. That's a drug.
Like the
drug?
You
have to go into the nutrition stores, like the nutrition stores, and you have to go to the counter and ask for it, actually. They don't like stock it. But all of these things, you guys, they don't require FDA approval. The FDA does not have to research any sort of anything that they put on these bottles. So they could say like safe to use. Doesn't like it's wrong. They can put whatever they want to on a label. So be careful with what you're taking. But I strongly recommend, Brandi and I both do the same like 5-day gut health detox pretty frequently, like not every month, but like every few months, just to reset your gut health and your gut lining. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay. There's a couple of other supplements that I take without fail that I recommend taking going into the summer. So one is going to be Shilajit. Sometimes I don't know like where the emphasis goes on that, but I am saying it right. Okay.
I don't even know how to say that word. So kudos to you.
So it is.
I love it though. I take it every
remember
single
it
day.
I think like Shilajit to quit. Too legit to quit. Like that's how I remember how to say it actually. So it's an antioxidant. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. But it's something that I do recommend that you take. All right, we're going to put our favorite ones on the website for you, but it improves your body's immunity and memory. It's an anti-inflammatory. So guys, a lot of times, like your fingertips are bloated, you can't put your wedding ring on and off. It's because you've got inflammation, okay? It helps with that. It's going to make you feel like thinner in the face and stuff. A lot of times we're just bloated. We're just holding a lot of water weight. It helps with stuff like that. It boosts your energy, and it's a diuretic in a good way. It will help remove excess fluid that your body just holds on to. This is something that actually my stepdad's doctors recommended that he take. He's got CTE, which is he did a lot of wrestling and stuff in college. It's common in a lot of professional football players, but it's basically where it kind of mimics Alzheimer's and dementia. And so you will start to lose short-term memory. And his doctor recommended this supplement to be taking every single day. So it literally, this is something that I take now so that in the future, I'm helping with my memory, with my body's immune system. It's really, really great. It's going to help you so much. Also, 10 out of 10 recommend taking a really good collagen supplement. Not only does it make your bones denser, it slows down the aging process, but it helps with like your skin hydration. Again, we're trying to help you to be the most glowy this summer, okay? The sun is going to suck your skin dry if you are not taking things like collagen, hyaluronic acid. You guys, moisturizing properly is so important. I also recommend taking a vitamin C supplement, not taking, but using like a topical one for your skin every single day. And sunscreen. If you're not wearing sunscreen on your face every day, please wear sunscreen. Okay.
Please.
Please. Also, just if you're like in your car every day, if you're driving places, guess what? Your car is not like protecting you from UV rays. You should wear sunscreen when you're just driving around. You're getting all those straight rays. So find a great moisturizer with sunscreen and lather it. You should see me in the mornings. I'm like slathered before I go anywhere. Okay. Next one, movement and exercise. You guys, go outside this summer. Okay. I know it's hot. Go outside. Just do it. All right. I guarantee if you look up in your city, there are tons of places like arboretums, which are just kind of like big gardens that are paid for by the city. Lakes, river trails, beaches. Try something that you normally wouldn't do. Things like yoga, things like stretching, Pilates, boot camps, hot work, stuff like that. Like exercises that you wouldn't normally do can really make you happy. Try something out of the box. All right. Treat exercise as a form of self-care, as a way to slow down during the summer. Don't just do it as your normal routine. Like I have to work out 3 times a week. I have to work out 5 times a week. Do something different that makes you happy.
100%. Maybe do one thing a week, fun by yourself or with your kids. That is outside, whether it's at a park or hiking, or like you said, Cesley. So do you do the hot works? Is that why you added that one in there?
That's why I put that in there. Okay. I do hot works. It is a sauna workout. They don't like pay me or anything. I pay them every month. So I'm not genuinely, this is not like a plug for Hot Works. But I really hated it at first because it's very slow. Like it's not, because you don't want to work out really intensely in these saunas, but they do hot yoga, hot stretching, stuff like that. And so I do really intense boot camps, and your girl's getting older, so I can't just be like banging out these hard workouts without recovery. So I do them as it's a form of self-care, because I really don't love it all the time, but I know it's really good for my body. It gets hot in there.
No, I love that because I do hot yoga. So I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
I can't do regular yoga because I feel like I'm not getting anything out of it. So I do hot yoga. So I get it.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love that you added it in there because it was like a different
Like
style
so
of workout.
specific. Yeah.
So specific. I love it so much. And then another thing. So Cesley talked about collagen because she knew if I talked about collagen, I would come in here and be like, guys, you've got to be mindful. But seriously, please be mindful of the products that you put in your body. Some supplementation does your body more harm than good. Okay. So like we are broken records when we talk about do your research. Come to us, talk to us, go to a nutrition coach, but please don't just buy stuff off of Amazon or Vitamin Shop, because a lot of these like powdered collagen, they have like ground up cow hooves in them and fillers, and it could do your body more harm than good. So please be mindful. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is mindset, which is one of my favorite things to talk about. Okay, so take a summer reset. This time, like summer season, like when you were a kid, right? So live summer like you were a kid. I know it's easier said than done because most of us still have to work during the summer, but just think about it mindset wise. What did you do when you were a kid? Did you go in the woods and did you explore? Did you do scavenger hunts? Did you play with bubbles? Did you play in the rain?
Bubbles.
I love bubbles. Did you play with bubbles when you were a kid? But those little things, it's so funny. Hula hoop. Like, honestly, think about it like the things that we did as children, and now our children are doing it, but we sit back and watch our children do it. Yeah. Let's do it with them. You guys will be so surprised how your mood changes when you're hula hooping, right? When you're, what is that one thing when you're like going underneath the stick?
Limbo.
I was never very good at it, but I liked limbo because I'm not very flexible. But anyway, do some of the things that you used to do summertime when you were a kid, whether you have children or not, right? So if you have kids, do it with your kids. Cool. If not, if you have friends, do it with your friends, do it with your spouse. Have some fun with it, right? Take time to figure out what you love doing for yourself, right? So do you love reading? Do you love spending time with friends, walking and going on a podcast? Again, we're slowing down this summer, right? So make sure you're taking time to do the things that you love and you're pouring into yourself, not just physically, but mentally, right? A lot of people love to read and get lost in fiction books. That's not me. That's not my thing, but a lot of people love to do it. Do it, girl. Do it. Get yourself a new book. I love that
you said a lot of people love to read, because the second you said that, I knew you're like, not me, but a lot of other people might like to read.
If you guys are watching on YouTube or Spotify, like you can see all of I do have a lot of books. Let's just be clear. I just prefer Audible. Okay. I just prefer podcasts. 100%.
That's why I was shocked when you broke out 5 love languages. I was like, you have the book?
Yep. I got and I actually did read that one. That's how obsessed I am. So if you guys didn't listen to our last episode about love languages, listen to it. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, so make a daily checklist of things to do for self-care. So you guys have heard me talk about my to-do list. I got like 6 of them. It helps me with my like anxiety, right? So I write everything down each morning for these to-do lists. Now do one for self-care. I have a personal to-do list, right? So think about things like taking a shower. I know it sounds crazy. Going outside, playing music, eating breakfast, drinking coffee, daily gratitude, or download different apps that help with self-care. I think Cesley has an app that she's going to talk about in a second. But music too, guys. Have you ever like just driving in your car? I want to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you right now. So when you get in your car later today, tomorrow, put on your favorite song. I don't care if it's a favorite song from 20 years ago. Put on your favorite song and roll down the windows. Summertime, baby, and watch your mood just instantly get better. And you should do that always. Play your favorite music more. All right. Cesley, you want to talk a little bit about that app that you were telling me about?
Yes. Okay. So it sounds silly, but it's called Finch. And It's a self-care app, and here's why I love it. So I know I have all these apps that I use to like keep my life on track.
I'm
I
just
have
gonna call
my
you an app hoe.
I have my refocus app. Well, because I know my weaknesses and I am happy to share them and say I am not a perfect person, y'all. Okay. So I make so many to-do lists that like a self-care to-do list that's just on my phone. I'm not going to check it because I already have like work checklists and homeschool checklists and things like that. And so Finch is a self-care app that I love because it's kind of, she looks like a little chicken, but she's your like happy chicken. And maybe she's not a chicken. That's what she looks like. And it's this little bird, and it will send you a notification that just says like, how are you feeling today? Check in with Finch. And you click it and it'll ask you like, how are you feeling right now? And it has like a sad face all the way to like a happy face. And you can click how you're feeling. And then it will give you a list of self-care items.
Love
And you
that.
click them all off. And for every one that you click off throughout the day, it tells you like, I'm so proud of you. And then your little Finch bird gets prouder and happier. And then you can
That's
talk to your
cute.
little bird. But it's little things like, hey, did you make your bed today? Like, did you drink water today? Did you go for a walk? And so if you are a person who has trouble with self-care, or maybe you're someone that like anxiety is a big thing for you, it's hard to get out of that place. Download something like this, because when you're in that cloudy kind of gray space, you can pick it up and say, okay, what are the things I'm going to do right now? Because it's hard to think about that yourself when you're in that bad place. So
I love that.
100%. You've got to shift your mindset. This really helps. I think shifting your mindset during the summer is so important, because even if just throwing this in there too, like, yeah, maybe we're not in a place like we were when we were kids where they take the summer season off and like it's vacation, baby. But you know what? You can, even if you don't have the funds to go on a vacation, you're not planning on going on vacation, you can take a day off work. You can play. Like my husband intentionally will take, instead of taking just like 2 days off of work during the summer, he'll have a few weeks during the summer where he takes 3 days off. And it's just an extra day off. And he has got the vacation time. He'll just plan it in there so that he just has more time to rest. You can do that. You know, if you have vacation days that are just sitting there, or sick days, guess what? You're going to leave your job one day. Your sick days don't get to go with you. Okay. Take a sick day.
I love
Take
that.
a mental health day. Just relax, be at home. Like you can
You
take a
don't get
season to
an
rest.
award. Maybe you
Yeah, for
do.
never leaving
For
work. Like, they
never
don't
taking
care.
a sick day. Yeah.
Like, they really don't care. They gave them to you. Use them.
Use
Like,
them.
my husband never used to take a sick days. When I met him, he worked all the time. And I was like, how many sick days do you have? He was like, 1,000,000. Maybe not that many, but he had so many. And I was like, take off work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
take
Tell
the time
me.
off. So sometimes he'll just take days off now. I love it. All right, you guys, we're going to get into our last one, which is wealth. Okay. We want you to glow up in your mindset, lifestyle, health, and wealth. Okay. We don't think about summertime and think, how am I going to glow up my wealth? But you should. Okay. Summertime can be a place where you bleed your bank account dry, straight up. All right. You need to make a summer budget sheet. My family does this every summer. We make a summer budget sheet. We look at what we have going on during those weeks. We also have 3 birthdays and 1 anniversary in our family during the summer.
Oh
My
my
son's
goodness.
birthday, my husband's birthday, all during the summer. Our anniversary during the summer. So think about all that plus summer vacations. If we didn't plan ahead, that's a lot of money in the course of a couple of weeks. Okay. So what we do is we create a summer bucket list with
So smart.
budgets. So we have a whole list of things, and I have a budget next to it. Like, how much does this cost? Is this a free thing? Is this a paid thing? And then we decide, okay, this is a week where we have 2 birthdays in it, or this is a week where we have a birthday in it. So we're going to go through our summer bucket list and pick some free things to do or some lower budget things to do this week because we have a birthday. Maybe it's a week where you did plan a little extra money for. Pick one of your summer bucket list items, but don't ever just go blind into, I see a lot of people where they're like, well, we went here and we didn't realize it would be so much money. Never go into like a summer adventure having no idea how much that day is going to cost. You should always know and plan ahead for it. All right. Same thing with vacations, you guys. Plan for it. Take the days off. Put your vacation list, your budget, your maybe countdown up somewhere so it's motivating you and that you're planning ahead for it. So maybe when you go grocery shopping, maybe you're buying less of the like big ticket grocery items and putting that extra money towards your vacation. You know, it's not something that you might have to do, but it's a great idea because then when you go on vacation, guess what? You're going out to eat. You're spending the extra money. You know, just this past week, my kids were like, hey, we just got done going to some museum and they were like, can we go get ice cream? And I was like, oh, you guys, we're not going to go get ice cream because in 2 weeks we're going to the beach. So let's put that $30 because I have, 3 kids and me, things are expensive. I'm like, let's put that $30 that we were going to spend on ice cream today and immediately transfer it to our vacation savings. Now we have 30 extra bucks to go do whatever we want to do on vacation. And so be intentional about things like that. And y'all, budget for the things that bring you joy. If something makes you happy, do it. Find a way to do it. Spend less somewhere else so that you can spend more in that space. All right. The last thing, as far as wealth goes, I am a mom of 3 kids. We are not all coming from that place, but I homeschool. I take into account a lot of free days. Okay. Things that, even if you have the money to spend on these things, if they are free and at your disposal, you should be, it's just, I'm just going to say it's dumb of you. This might be offensive to some people, but it is dumb of you to think I can pay for that, so I'm just going to pay for it if it is a free resource. So like in Waco, for example, we have a ton of museums around us. It wouldn't be breaking the bank for us to go visit a museum. However, our library has free passes that you can go and check out, and it will give you up to 6 tickets to that museum for that day. It's a crazy, wonderful resource. It's saving me like $60 in a day. I would be crazy to not take advantage of that just because I'm like, oh, well, I can pay for it. Like, that's silly. Okay. You are not too good to do something for free. Okay. I don't know who you are, but you're not. That's how wealthy people stay wealthy. Okay.
Listen,
you're not
I love free 99. Free
That's
99.
crazy.
That is true, though. That is how wealthy people stay
Mhm.
wealthy. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And the last thing on that is go and explore. So like we had plans to go camping. They got canceled. So we ended up taking a little adventure to Austin, Texas. It's about an hour and a half away from us. And I looked up ahead of time all of the really cool like things they had to do in Austin. Almost our entire trip was free places that we went. We went to Barton Springs, which is this great natural spring where tons of people go and hang out. And it has like these natural like water slides and stuff. It was awesome and free. Like, and then we went to this one place called Pease Park where they have these giant monuments of like made out of wood that some artist made, and this crazy like tree house and hammock, like all these cool things that were just there because I looked at them and the kids had the best time. And so when you're going somewhere, look ahead at these things. There's a lot of things that you can do where without feeling, I think we live in such a consumer society. So we have this pressure to buy and to do and to pay for things. And you don't have to. There's so many things around you that you can do and budget for that will keep money in your pocket.
That was so good. Budget list with a bucket. Wait, bucket list with a budget.
I got it. I was like,
I was like, that's fun, right?
Put your budget list in the bucket.
A summer bucket list with a budget. I love that. And then also, like Cesley said, you should be able to do the things that bring you joy. So stop, like save here, save there, right? Say no to some other things so that you can spend that money later. I love that. And then the library for free resources. So many good tips. Thank you. All right, Grow Girls, as we wrap up today's episode, remember that your journey to glowing up this summer begins with a single step, a commitment to prioritize your health, nurture your wealth, and cultivate a resilient mindset. Okay. You are in charge of how you feel. You are in charge of how you show up. You are in charge of your life. Glow Girls. Okay. So as we bask in the warmth of the summer and embrace the adventures that await, keep these tips close to your heart. Prioritize your health. Okay. So nourish your body with wholesome foods, stay hydrated, move your body, do things that bring you joy. 2, cultivate wealth. Cesley gave so many great tips. So whether it's through saving money, investing, or seeking new opportunities, make sure you have fun with your kids this summer, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. Okay. Or fun with your spouse, fun with your friends if you don't have kids, right? Foster a resilient mindset. So practice gratitude, embrace challenges, opportunities for growth, take care of yourself. Read if that's your thing, walk if that's your thing, right? Nourish your inner world with positivity and self-compassion.
And remember, you're worthy, you are capable, you are beautiful, and we can't wait to watch you grow, girl.